Hello students, today's class we are going to continue exercise 6.3 of chapter squares and square roots. Yesterday's class we learned how to find the square root of perfect square numbers in two different methods. The one is repeated subtraction, another one prime factorization method. I hope you understood that method. Many of you did the homeworks and sent. Very good. But today's class, we will convert non-perfect squares into perfect squares. Yes, we know that the differentiation between perfect and non-perfect squares by looking the end digits, that is ones digits of each number, isn't it? But how to convert that non-perfect square into perfect square? Yeah, in non-perfect square, each factor should not be repeat even number of times. Means it doesn't have pairs. Okay, but a perfect square, each factor should be repeated even number of times. Yeah, you will understand better while solving problems. Yes, let's start with first question. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square number. Also, find the square root of the square number so obtained. Here the number it is given 252. First non-perfect square number, isn't it? Look at the ones digit, it is 2. So it is non-perfect square. What are the questions they are asking? Find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square. If we multiply by a smallest number, this 252 become a perfect square. Which is that smallest number? First, we should find that smallest number. After finding that, we should find the square root. Is it? Yes, we'll start to do the calculation first. Find the prime factors for the given number. 252 is a even number. So first we start with the prime number, that is even prime number 2. Yeah, calculation. We, if we divide by 2, 2 1 time, 2 2 time, 6 time. Next, again we are getting even number 126, so again you take 2, 63. Next, 63 is odd number, it is divisible by 3. All numbers are not all odd numbers are not divisible by 3, but look at the digits 6 and 3, they are multiple of 3, no, so it is divisible by 3. Next, 21 you are getting, 21 is multiple of 3, so it is divisible by 3. Then 7 is a prime number, so it is divisible by the same number itself. You should continue division till you get the quotient 1. After finding factors, arrange them in the form of product. That is, by prime factorization, we get 252 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Now observe the factors, that is product form of factors. 7 does not occur in pair, isn't it? It is single. We multiply by 7 to make it a pair. So our number becomes, both the side you should multiply. Okay. Yes, 252 into 7. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Till this we got, this 7 is newly we are multiplying. Okay. Now if you multiply, it will become a perfect square. Got it? Here see, each factor is repeated 2 times. From this you take the square root, that is 2 square is equal to 2, that is square root of 2 square. This is square root of 3 square is 3. It is square root of 7 square is 7. That is only written here. Got it? Yeah. There, if you multiply, you will get 42. Now we got 3 questions answer. The smallest number to be multiplied is 7. Perfect square is 1764. Its square root is 42. It's very simple. but you should answer for 3 sub questions. Just you find the prime factors. Which digit is not repeated even number of times? That same digit you should multiply on both the sides. Left hand side you will get the square. Right hand side you will get the square root. Copy down. Yeah, next number 180. It is also not a perfect square because it has single zero. If it is a perfect zero, it should have 2 zeros. Now, 180, if you find the factors, what you will get? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Here, 5 is single, is it? Yeah. Since 5 does not occur in pair, we multiply by 5 to make it a pair. So, both the side you should multiply by 5. Yeah. After multiplying left hand side, what we got? 900. It is a perfect square. If you take square root of each factors, you will get 2 into 3 into 5. After multiplication, you will get square root of 900. Got it? That is 30. Finally, you should write the conclusion. What you will write? The smallest number to be multiplied is 5 and the square root of new number is 30. What is the square number? 900. So, all the 3 you should write in the form of conclusion at last. Okay? Yes. Next number 1008. Prime factorizing 1008. What you will get? Yeah, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Here, which is single, not exist in pair? Yes, 7. Since 7 does not occur in pair, we multiply by 7 to make it a pair. Both the sides we multiply by 7. Left hand side you will get 7056. It is a perfect square. If you find the square root, you will get the square root of 84. Therefore, the smallest number to be multiplied is 7 and the square root of new number is 84. I hope you understood this method, how to convert non-perfect square into perfect square by multiplying with smallest number. Next question, by dividing, how to convert non-perfect into perfect square. Instead of multiplying, here we are doing division, that's all. Finding factors and all, as usual, same method like fifth main type. Okay, now see, look at the main question. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the new square number so obtained. Okay, prime factorizing 252, same number. Find the factors, already we have did. Same thing you can copy. Yeah, same steps you read. Since 7 does not occurs in pair, we divided. Instead of multiplication, you should write divided by 7 to make it a pair. Both the side you should divide by 7. 1 by 7 we have written. Divide in the sense, how you will divide, we should write in the denominator. Right. Here also this whole divided by 7. We should write in the denominator. That's why they are written 7 in one place in the form of 1 by 7. Yeah, it is also correct. Okay, now if you cancel 7 and 252, you will get 36. This 7 and 7 cancel, remaining 2 into 2, 3 into 3. If you divide, the number decrease. If you divide, the number value get decrease. That is 252 become 36. Now 36 is a perfect square. Its square root is 6. As usual, from this take 1 1. Okay, pairs from 1 1 you take, it is a square root. If you multiply, you will get the whole numbers square root. Last conclusion, the smallest whole number to be divided by 7. The smallest whole number to be divided is 7. Square root of new number is 6. Yes, copy down. Next number, second number 2925. Find the factors. And here 13 is single. So both the side, what we should do? We should divide by 13. That is, you write in the form of fraction. That is 1 by 13. If you cancel 13 and 2925, you will get 225. Here 13 and 13 cancel. Yeah, 225 is a perfect square. Its square root is 15. Therefore, the smallest whole number to be divided 13 and the square root is 15. Yeah, copy down. Next, third number 396. Find the factors. First 11 is single, so both the sides divide by 11. 396 become 36. Square root of 36 is 6. Yeah, that's all. Each main three problems given as homework. Fifth main, fourth, fifth, sixth. Sixth main also fourth, fifth and sixth. Let's do in the homework book. Yeah, this class we have learned how to convert non-perfect square into perfect square by multiplying or dividing. Yes, I hope you understood this class. We'll continue this exercise in the next class. Thank you.